to discuss UPSC Civil Services Prelims 2021 previous year question paper specific to economics. So let us start. The first question. Consider the following statement. The Governor of Reserve Bank of India is appointed by the central government. Second option. Certain provisions in the Constitution of India give the central government the right to issue directions to the RBI in public interest. The third option. The Governor of the RBI draws his power from the RBI Act. See, we all know Reserve Bank of India is not a constitutional body but a statutory body. So yes, the Governor of the RBI definitely draws his power from the RBI Act. So option 3 is correct. The first option, the Governor of the Reserve Bank of India is appointed by the central government. Yes, option 1 is also correct. And now, certain provisions in the Constitution of India give the central government. See, Constitution of India does not hold any specific provisions with regard to Reserve Bank of India. So the answer is definitely 1 and 3. Second question, with reference to the casual workers employed in India, consider the following statements. All casual workers are entitled for Employees Provident Fund coverage. The casual workers are entitled for regular working hours and overtime payment. The third option, the government can, by a notification, specify that an establishment or industry shall pay wages or only through its bank account. See, government can, by a notification. Yes, government definitely can do this. Option 3 is correct. With regard to option 1 and 2, all casual workers are entitled. Yes, EPFO Act does not differentiate between casual, contractual and regular employees. So all types of workers are eligible and entitled. Yes. The second option, all casual workers are entitled for regular working hours and overtime payment. Yes, code of right to as per code of wages guidelines of government of India, this option is correct. So answer is D, all of these. The third question, which among the following steps is most likely to be taken at the time of an economic recession? See, when there is a recession in the economy, the government role comes at first with regard to huge public investment, and we have our policy right now intact, NIP, National Infrastructure Pipeline, investment of 1.5 trillion dollar. And with regard to the options, increase in expenditure on public project is the most obvious answer. With regard to specific to this, in 1930, John Maynard Keynes has given his pump priming method. Please go and check. The fourth question, consider the following statement. Other things remaining unchanged, market demand for a good might increase. See, if other things remains unchanged, when the market demand for a good might increase? See, price of its substitute increases. Yes, if price of its substitute increases, definitely the consumer will shift and demand will increase of the other product. See, option 1 is correct. Price of its complement increases. No, not at all. The good is an inferior good and income of the consumer increases. See, when the income of the consumer increases, the consumer shifts to high quality goods from inferior goods. And the fourth option is price falls. Yes, this is the right. 1 and 4 is the right answer. Here we comes to our fifth question. With reference to urban cooperative banks in India, consider the following statement. See, urban cooperative bank is a topic which is in news since last 2 years because of the failure of many cooperative banks, PMC Bank and other banks. So the options are, they are supervised and regulated by local boards set up by the state government. See, now this is not the case. Now they are being regulated by Reserve Bank of India due to failure of multiple urban cooperative banks in India. Option 1 is wrong. Come to the option, they can issue equity shares and preferences. Yes, RBI has given them this power. They were brought under the purview of Banking Regulation Act. Yes, there is an amendment in Banking Regulation Act. The sixth question, Indian government bond yields are influenced by which of the following? You see, bond yield is the amount of profit made by an investor in bond market, and RBI tries to, when it comes to India, RBI tries to influence the bond yield by buying and selling of GSEC, government securities, in security market. So auction of the Reserve Bank of India is the most obvious answer. But when it comes to economics, you can interrelate and correlate any of the things. So actions of the USA Federal Reserve may also have some impact. Inflation and short term rates may also have an impact. So option can be B or D. The answer key is yet to be released by UPSC, so we will have to see in future. The seventh question. See, this is, I find it one of the difficult question asked in UPSC prelims this year. Consider the following: foreign currency convertible bonds. foreign institutional investment with certain condition, global depository receipt and non-resident external deposit. Which of the following can be included in foreign direct investment? See, if you have read capital account, current account, and balance of payment, you must be aware of the categorization of FII, FDI. See, they are asking FDI, but in our balance of payment, FII holds a separate and distinct position. But if we will go with this logic, then we will first strike out option A and C. Now we have to switch to an answer to this. But when I checked it through Reserve Bank of India website, RBI talks about that when FII comes with certain condition, it would be termed as FDI. So our what the basis of our logic is itself wrong. So option A is the option 2 is the right answer here. And the other thing is that GDR is an FDI as per RBI guideline. See, non-resident deposit is not an FDI, so 4 cannot be an answer. So correct answer is A, which we have striked out at the first instance. Come to the question number 8. Consider the following statement. The effect of devaluation of a currency is that it necessarily improves the competitiveness of the domestic exports in the foreign market. Yes, today $1 is equal to 70 rupees. If it is devalued, $1 would be rupees 100. You suppose. So if an exporter sells a product in the USA market at a price and returns back at home, he gets rupees 70 for $1. But if he gets 100, then his product would be more competitive in the international market. He can decrease the price in that market and take advantage of it. Increase in for the foreign value of domestic, no, it decreases the foreign value. Improves the trade balance, no, not at all. So option A is the right answer. Comes to the other question. Question number 9. Which one of the following effect of creation of black money in India has been the main cause of worry to the government of India? See, black money, the demonetization of the currency in the year 2016 of 500 to 1000 note. We all remember this. What was the basic logic behind it? That black money is not in the system. Government do not have check and balances over it, and it is causing a loss to the exchequer when it is with regard to tax evasion. So D is the correct and obvious answer. The 10th question, which one of the following is likely to be the most inflationary in its effect? Why this question has been asked? There is a discussion among the economists that country is slowing down, country needs huge investment. What are the options that government is having, who is already in deficit? We comes to our 10th question. Which one of the following is likely to be the most inflationary in its effect? So the options are repayment of public debt, borrowing from the public to finance a budget deficit, borrowing from the banks to finance a budget deficit, creation of new money to finance a budget deficit. So if you will create more money in the economy, the more money will in the market, people will have more money, there will be more investment would lead to more demand will create a short term supply shortage, and there will be inflation. There's a discussion world over what is the best method that government can finance in a slowing economy. None of the economists is in support of creation of new money to finance a budget deficit. Come to the 11th question. The money multiplier is in an economy increases with which one of the following? Money multiplier means how money moves, how fast money moves. Increase in cash reserve ratio in the banks, increase in statutory liquidity ratio in the bank, increase in the banking habit of the people, increase in the population of the country. See, the obvious answer is increase in the banking habit of the people. See, you cannot choose any one of these. Reason being, CRR, SLR are almost similar thing. Increase in the population of the country, just by increasing the population of the country will not lead to money multiplier. When people will increase their banking habit, they will keep their deposit in the bank, they will demand they will take loans from the bank, and there would be circularization of the money. So option C is the right answer. Question number 12. With reference to the Indian economy, demand pool inflation can be caused increase by which of the following? See, when it comes to demand pull inflation, it is something which results to there's a mismatch between demand and supply. The options are expansionary policies, fiscal stimulus, inflation indexing wages, higher purchasing power, rising interest rate. See, rising interest rate will not increase the demand, because once the bank rises its interest rate, there would be a slowdown in investment. When there is a slowdown, it will not lead to demand in the market. So option 5 is not the answer. 1, 2 and 4 is the correct answer. Inflation indexing wages, no, not at all. It is this type of wages are to cater with regard to inflation. Now we come to our 13th question. With reference to India, consider the following statement. Retail investors through demat account can invest in treasury bill and government of India debt bond in primary market. Yes, there is a new guideline issued by Reserve Bank of India where retail investors can directly invest in treasury bills. Earlier this provision was not available, so retail investor has to get this all thing through a third party dealer. The negotiated dealing system order matching is a government securities trading platform of the Reserve Bank of India. This we have to check. The Central Depository Services Limited is a jointly promoted by Reserve Bank of India and the Bombay Stock Exchange Central Depository. Something related to the share and this all thing. RBI has no role to play here. So option 3 cannot be an answer. And with regard to negotiated dealing system, it is a factual question. If we are aware of it, then we can manage this question. The 15th question is water credit. It's not related to economics. So the 15th question. In India, the central banks function as the lender of last resort, usually refers to which of the following? Lending to trade and industry bodies when they fail to borrow from other sources. See, Reserve Bank of India never directly lends to trade and industry bodies. These bodies has to take money from bank, not Reserve Bank of India. Providing liquidity to the banks, having a temporary currency. Yes, RBI is the lender of last resort. Lending to government to finance budgetary deficit. No, banker to the government is the right word which is used, not lender as a last resort. So this third cannot be an answer. First cannot be an answer. Option is B. So here we come to our this end to our discussion. See, there are 14 questions which has been asked in UPSC prelims 2021, and I think a student who's preparing can handle at least 12 questions with utmost certainty. Thank you so much. We will discuss the other topics in our next video.